Welcome to Coffee and Jenni and Dre podcast. Did I say that right?
With the and works too.
Okay. Coffee with Jenni and Dre podcast, man. We are here. This is episode 7 of season 2.
Yes.
We are knocking these things out. We are bringing y'all some of the breaking news and not no breaking news, but just how we vibe together, man. Just doing a podcast with your best friend. Doesn't get any better than this. So that's my beautiful co-host. Her name is Jenni.
I'm here.
She always starts this thing
Rockin'
off with
our coffee. Coffee of the day. Drum roll. Okay. This is off of South Congress.
Yep.
It's a little coffee shop-esque inside of a hat shop on South Congress.
Yep.
They roast their beans through figure 8. But this particular coffee is called All Hat, No Cattle. I think it's really cute. So they have cowboy hats, fedoras, like pastries, all these cute little things. If you're on South Congress, go inside, check them out. It says it is worth the drive on 35.
Whoop.
So this particular one says All Hat, No Cattle, meaning they have 3 different types of coffee. This is all 3 of them blended into one. So it's all the hats, no
see
cattle.
What looking like.
I'm excited about this one.
That shit got smoke coming
It's
up out
very
that
hot.
thing.
It's super hot. You let me know.
Okay.
Yeah, I like it.
I fucks with y'all.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
And we're doing this without creamer.
Yeah, that's me. You know it's real good.
That means we like it.
Yeah, for real.
No creamer, all black.
Yep. Pause. Chill out, man.
Okay.
Okay, man, we're doing this episode. Like I said, it's episode 7, man. And we're going to be doing and discussing a lot of stuff. We got a bunch of viewer questions that we need to get to today. We got like 3 or 4 of those we're going to knock out. But to start off the podcast, we're doing like dating tips, like dating ideas, dating tips. We looked at a survey this weekend while we were at home, and it was just dating tips, like do's and don'ts, questions and things like that on like first time dates. We haven't been on a first time date in so long, but these are some
This is
things
what we think would be good.
This is what we think would be good for sure. So we're going to be discussing some of the do's and the don'ts. And as we get into that, my name is Dr. Love. All right.
What?
You don't like Dr. Love?
I do.
Okay. I'm just making sure. This gnat is really getting on my nerve. I want to kill that motherfucker, but I can't. But
Because I'm the ninja.
He's moving too fast. All right. These are the do's and don'ts on like first dates.
Or just dating in general.
This is like first dating type of deal. And for like all you single people out there that are mingling around, like these are some of the do's that they say. It was a little survey that they put out. These are the do's that you should do or ask on the first date.
Okay.
The first one is like you need to engage in like interests and hobbies.
So we discuss interests and hobbies on a first date.
On a first date.
What do you like to do? What are your hobbies?
Exactly. Did I do that with you?
I don't recall. Do we have hobbies? I talk about that all the time, too.
I have a bunch of hobbies.
Yeah, you do. I don't think I have a bunch of hobbies, though.
Well, you should get a life. I have hobbies. Or you should get some friends.
It should.
I mean, but they say talk about interests and hobbies.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
They
Make
say
sure those align.
Those align. Another do is career and education. What do you think about that?
Talk about it. I think that's a given. People are going to talk about their careers, where they went to school. Like,
for sure.
Yeah.
But will it, I mean, if somebody was like, I don't have a college degree, does that make one not want to like pursue?
No. Well, if it does, then that's y'all's thing. But I don't know. I mean, I guess.
The person you went on a date with, did you care if they had a college degree or not?
No, all I cared about is if they were doing something with their lives.
Okay.
I don't care about the college degree. Are you moving? Are you got your own business? What
What
are
about
you doing? You got a
career-wise?
trade?
Is there a career that you wouldn't date?
Yeah.
But what?
Well, I mean, I say that, but yeah, I mean, like off the top of my head, a cop.
You wouldn't date a cop?
No, but that's because I would worry about them all the time. It's not because of I don't want the worry behind them. Firefighters, I can say this because my brother is one. I giggle. They sit on a couch and in recliners half the time. Their job is not always.
Well, 2 of my homeboys are firefighters, Reggie Campbell and Mr. Roger. And Roger and Reggie are two of the laziest guys I know.
They
are
fight
for
fires
sure.
sometimes.
Them boys ain't never fought a fire. Reggie, you ain't. Reggie
Yes,
is
he has.
Reggie is in recruiting now. He doesn't even know how to even do any of that no more.
All he knows how to do is get us some stickers for our car.
Roger is still in the front line. He's still doing his thing.
And so is Chris.
But yeah, Chris does too. But Roger drives the truck. Does
So
Chris
does Chris.
drive the
He's
truck
a
too now?
driver.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
and Chris has been on the news. What you need to do is, if you're a firefighter, go to a small town where you don't have as many crazy things happening. I'm sure in a big city, New York, y'all are ripping and running, but in Texas, in the little small towns, you're fighting fires every once in a while.
For sure.
Not very often. It's mostly wrecks and stuff like that. But
sure.
yeah, they've got it made. Every time I go up there, they are in recliners, watching their show, cooking, having
sure.
all the moms or wives bring them
Yeah.
cookies, pies, and cakes. I'm like, what?
Another
is
thing you
happening?
should discuss, because my wife is going
Wait,
off.
no.
She just
Let's
goes
go back
off.
to why though I wouldn't a cop.
Okay.
Because of the fear of them not coming home,
The worry.
or their friends, their colleagues knocking on my door one night. That's what. So off the top of my head, a cop would scare me.
Okay. What about, they say you should talk about travel and your travel experience. Like, have you been anywhere? Have you been there? Have you been doing this? Have you done that?
That's a great thing to talk about.
You know, it's crazy. That's a lot of people that haven't traveled at all. Like,
Right.
haven't been out of Texas.
Yeah,
That's crazy to me.
it's not crazy. Have you seen how expensive it is to travel?
It's still crazy to me.
It's expensive to travel.
You can drive
Yeah.
places.
Yeah, people.
But it's also crazy to me when people tell me they've never been to Vegas.
Yeah.
I feel like you have to go to Vegas. Like, I feel like everybody now, as an adult, if you can afford it, you should go to Vegas. And it's really not that expensive, especially if you don't gamble.
My mom took me to Vegas for the first time.
Yeah, you gotta
Like right after like college, whatever.
Yeah,
She's
you
like,
have to
gotta
go to Vegas. Like,
yeah.
that's one place I think that everybody should.
And
experience.
I've had like the experience with my mom, which was a fun experience. And then the experience with like my girls in our 20s, which is a totally different experience. And then I've had an experience with you, which is again, there was one, should we talk about the one time we went to Vegas after we've had kids and we've been married, we go to Vegas. What did we do the whole time?
Sleep.
Slept.
That's what we do anyway.
Yep.
On anytime we go on vacation.
I'm like, when do we go to Vegas and just sleep? Have kids, get married. That's what you're going to do in Vegas.
Facts.
You're going to go to the hotel room and you're going to night.
Also, dudes, they say talk about your favorite food and your favorite drinks, things like that on your first date.
Okay. Did you skip family and background for a reason?
No, I'm going back up to that one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Food and drink. I think these are like all great things to talk about. Why would you
Mm-hmm.
not? I mean, half the time you're probably meeting at a food or drink spot. So
For sure.
what do you like to eat? You should probably talk about food allergies.
Yeah, you should.
What are you allergic to?
For sure.
Peanuts?
They talk
or
about, they
chocolate?
say you should talk about movies, books, music.
Yeah.
What do you think about that? You
Yeah.
agree?
Yeah.
What about future aspirations?
Yeah.
Okay. You should talk about funny and lighthearted topics.
Yeah. Definitely don't go too deep especially on a first date.
Not about family stuff.
Political, any of that
Well,
stuff.
they always say, that's a don't. Why are you even mentioning that? We're in dudes right now.
I said that's what we shouldn't do.
Yeah,
okay.
for sure.
Oh, okay.
We're on
I
dudes.
jumped ahead to don'ts.
Yeah. And then another do is talk about family and background. But
Yeah.
I don't know if I agree with that one as a do. Like
Yeah.
talking about like family
Like
and background.
on a first date.
Yeah, like you might can mention a little bit, but like talking about what your background, you might want to wait a little bit.
Right.
You don't want to tell somebody all your background or all about your family stuff unless you really know like, oh, this can.
Well, unless you don't have nothing to tell.
Well,
if it's like,
also if you just want to
I
talk to this
lived in
person.
a white picket fence my whole life, and
No, but still, that's still about your background and your upbringing.
yeah, sure. I could go either way. I wouldn't mind on a first date if we talked about family and background.
For sure. And then one thing that I didn't see on this list, and it's not on the don't list. It says, I think you should always on the do's, you should talk about, do you want kids?
on a first date,
Yeah.
might as well get it out.
I mean, get it out the way. Like, what?
Yeah.
Then we get to the third, fourth date, and she's
Yeah,
like,
that's true, that's
and I'm like, I don't want kids, and she was like, oh, I want kids. We can nip that in.
That's true.
We can nip it right then.
the show that we were watching, God, what is it?
I don't know, baby.
It's love, the love one, but for people that have autism.
Oh, Love on the Spectrum.
So, okay. So it was so great. So they had that conversation on their first date, and I
I saw that one.
yeah, and I mean, he was like, okay, I don't want kids.
And then
like,
he ended the
and
day.
he ended it like right.
Yo,
Like, I'm sorry.
you're a nice
this
girl,
has been
but
a great
I
date.
I don't want no kids.
I don't want kids.
I like
Yep.
that. He was like, yo, this is not what it is.
Yep.
So
He
I
ended
think
it
that
right
you should
then.
do that instead of leading people on. Well, tell me this, since we're on these topics of dating right now, what is the age where women, since you are you done been through all the stages, what is the age where you start dating for like longevity? Because I know like in your teens, your 20s, nobody's thinking like, oh, I'm dating to get married. Like what age do like women start dating?
I don't think you can put an age to that because there's people that get married much younger than me.
For sure.
For me personally, I didn't want to get married till later on. I mean, we were married at 29.
Okay.
But for some people that's old. So, you know, I think you never know. I mean, to be really honest, I mean, the night that I met you, I didn't go out like with the
No. You don't go
idea.
out. I'm not saying you go out with the intentions of that. I'm saying, but you need to. I feel like, what age are you when you need to date with a purpose?
I think when you get into your later 20s, you need to be I mean, I feel like you should always kind of date with a purpose, but like not necessarily of growth, a purpose of growth from every relationship you've been in. But like when you're young, I would tell this to my girls, like when they're young, in their early 20s, I don't want them seeking a husband at that age. I want them learning and growing. And
But what does that mean?
I'm not saying go be dirty. I'm saying
okay. What does that mean? I'm saying when you're saying date. I just want them to just
meet
have date.
people,
Definitely.
grow,
well, you can meet
learn,
people and grow
have
and do all that, but that doesn't mean
experiences.
date. Well, I guess
I'm not saying
in relationship and dating is two different things.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm
So
saying have fun.
Yeah, go on a few dinner dates. Yeah.
Don't get serious with the first person you date. And
but
then,
why not though?
Because I think you need experiences.
For what? Why?
And
though?
because when you're that
Who
young,
taught y'all that y'all
you
think y'all need
grow.
experience?
I'm not the same person I was when I was 20 years old. And had I had married the person I was with at 20, it probably wouldn't have worked because I am a different person. That's what I'm saying. Like you grow so much from 20 to 30. There's a lot of growth in those years and you change a lot. And so in my opinion, if I marry someone at 20, y'all have a lot of changing and growing to do together.
Well, I mean, how many high school sweethearts do y'all know out there? I got two people that I know were high school sweethearts, and they're still together to this day.
I don't
and they
have any.
20 plus in the game, 30 plus in the game. Damn near. What is it?
0. I've got one that they broke up, married other people, and then they got divorced and came back together.
That's not high school sweethearts like I'm talking about.
know,
I'm
they were
talking
so
about
cute.
like they've been together and they still going strong.
Yeah. I don't have any of
Yeah,
those.
that's what I mean. So it's no there's no knock against people that like date with a purpose at an early age. Some people don't want to just have all the
I
experience.
wasn't knocking it. I was saying me
Oh, I ain't saying
personally,
knocking it. Why can't we grow and get in that experience
You
together?
can, and people do it all the time.
Okay.
My grandparents were married for 67 years. They got married at 18, 19 years old.
For sure.
It absolutely is doable, and I think it's amazing when it happens. So if depending on what age you start dating with a purpose, that's why I said I feel like you always should date with a purpose.
Yeah.
It might not be marriage, but there's a purpose behind it.
I mean, if my daughter was with a dude and they got together in high school and they were together for, you know what I'm saying, that's their high school sweetheart, I wouldn't be like, when she got 20 and got in college, I wouldn't be like, maybe you should date and experience a little bit. I'd be like, nah.
As long as that person isn't holding you back, that's what I mean by it. Because I feel like a lot of relationships that I've seen where they are doing that, one is moving and the other one is holding back. So as long as they're both moving forward and not stopping each other from college or what they want to do because the other one doesn't want to do it, then I think that's when they work. And I would love for our daughters to have that, as long as that person isn't holding her back from being what she wants to be in life. Like if we knew Blakeland her whole life, she wanted to grow up and she wanted to go to this college and do this thing, but this guy doesn't want her to go out of state, I don't like that. And so she chooses not to do that because she wants to be with him. I would rather her follow her dreams and him support her and it still work out in the meantime. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I get it. Okay, we're on to don'ts. These are don'ts.
Okay.
They say these are things you should not do or ask on the first date. Past relationships. You should never talk about past relationships. You agree?
Yeah.
What's that smirk on your damn face for?
Because then I got to thinking, well, what if in the past relationship you were dating your friend? So maybe you should talk about it and make sure y'all aren't.
Well, that doesn't happen to you really like meet the person and they meet your friend. Like you would know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
You shouldn't talk about personal finances.
True on a first date.
It's-
Okay.
It also says you shouldn't talk about sensitive topics.
I
But
feel like everybody's sensitive.
I don't even
these
know what
days.
sensitive topics are
Everything.
because everything seems like it's so
Everything.
sensitive to everybody.
Somebody's gonna have something to say about this right now.
Yeah.
Everything. People
Oh,
are
it was
sensitive.
on the list on the don't talk about. It says don't talk about marriage and kids,
On
but
the first
I
date.
think that you should talk about if you want kids.
I guess you could like briefly. Do you want kids? Okay. I don't know. Maybe no. Mm-mm. You know, I think again.
I think you
both
should talk
ways.
about that shit.
Yeah. I'm with you on that.
Negative comments, like, but
Keep
I
them
don't.
to yourself.
But I don't even like what I mean. What don't like? Who talks about negative stuff on the first date?
I'm
It's-
sure there's people that do. Like,
definitely,
ew, this
definitely
pasta
don't
is
talk
really
about
gross.
political
Is that
stuff.
what we mean?
Don't talk about anything political.
If you're on a first date and she complains about the food being nasty, how do you feel?
Is it good to me though?
You liked it. She didn't.
Okay, cool. I enjoyed it. It's on a first date.
I know, but like, does that make you feel a certain way? Like you're paying for dinner, or you took her out,
Yeah.
and she's like, I don't like this. This is gross. How do you feel?
Well, I'm a different type of person. I really don't give a damn.
You wouldn't care.
Yeah, because I enjoyed the food. I liked it.
So you would say that. I'm sorry you didn't.
I'm sorry you didn't enjoy
it.
it. But I thought it was pretty good.
What if she?
Did you like the wine at
Okay.
least?
Yeah.
Something like
I'm
that.
always gonna like the wine. Okay, what if she leans over and takes food off your plate on a first date?
That's a red flag. Like, I'm not playing that shit. I don't even like when you do it. And we're married. I don't like it.
Why does that bother you?
I just don't. I don't
I
like
don't
tasting
like
your
that
food.
you don't offer your food.
What?
That's annoying. If we get two separate dishes,
She
you should always offer some to
and
me.
she knows I don't offer my food. So what she does is, here, taste mine. And I'm like, nigga, I don't want to have it. I don't want
You
to
should
taste your
always
shit.
offer me food.
I don't even want to taste her shit. She'd be like, taste it. I'm like, nah, because I know that
That's
means that she
so
wants to taste
rude.
mine. You're not tasting my
And
shit.
you always out order me. Like his food always looks better than mine. And then when you don't offer food, I'm highly annoyed.
Yeah, I don't like that. What are we doing here? Like, order what you want. I order what I want.
I want multiple things.
Yeah, we can do that. Order it.
I know. And then you order it, so then we share it.
Nah, I don't want
Or-
you. I don't like trying your food. I just want to eat my own food
This
that
is
I
what
ordered.
he gets mad at me for. Hey, waiter, what's your favorite?
That
That
shit don't make
drives you
sense to me.
crazy.
I don't even like that when she does that. It really pisses me off.
And then once he tells me the favorite,
She doesn't even pick the favorite.
because half the time I'm
Doesn't
like,
make
ew,
sense.
that's nothing I would want. So then I feel guilty.
Like, why
a
do you
little bit.
women ask the waiter what their favorites are,
Because
but don't order
they
the favorite?
eat it. They work there. They eat it. I need to know what you think is good.
Okay.
That's important. But if they're like, oh, I like the lobster, and I'm like, I don't want that. That's not what I want.
Yeah. So you should just order what you think looks good on the menu. Or sounds good on the menu.
Yeah,
Yeah.
good. But there's been multiple times where they're like, don't get that.
Don't talk about health issues.
Why?
What you want to go on a first date? Say, hey, listen, I have herpes. Like
Why?
On the first date?
I mean, it's like having kids. Get that shit out there.
On the first date. There's not even no sexual stuff even going on. Why am I even going to open
A
up?
lot of people have sexual experiences on the first date.
If it gets there, but I'm saying
Okay.
sometimes it doesn't go that way.
Okay.
I didn't beat your cheeks on the first date.
No, you did not.
I could have though.
No, you couldn't.
Why
have.
do you stop? Listen, she liked to play these games, boys and girls. I could have beat them cheeks on the first date by far.
You could have, then you would have.
I didn't even press it.
There was no pressing.
Why did she do this? I
You
didn't
are
even
delusional.
press it. Did I ever press you for the ass on the first date? Did I say let's come
You
back
see
to the
that
crib?
right there? That's where I
That's
live.
the
You wanna
first
go
time
there?
that I met you. I'm saying when we first went on a date, did I ask you to come back to my crib?
I don't recall.
Yeah, I didn't.
You don't know?
I know that for a fact. I didn't ask you to come back to my crib.
Really?
I could have. I didn't.
Okay.
Did I even try to kiss you?
I don't remember. I
do.
literally don't remember.
I do.
Do you remember our first kiss?
Yes.
Where was it?
At my house.
You don't remember.
I just told you it was at my house.
Where?
In my condo. What are you talking about?
I know, but where in the house?
Motherfucker,
That means you don't remember.
I
If
do
you don't remember-
It was we were standing by the window by the
Yeah.
nobody remembers that
I
shit.
don't know why. I can't remember it for some reason. I've tried.
It says also excessive compliments. Like that's a don't. Like excessive compliments. You don't want to
Yeah,
just
that's too much.
oh my God, you're so beautiful. You don't want to do all that
Once
shit.
is good.
Yeah, for sure.
Or I like your little get up here. Okay.
Who says get up?
Yeehaw. Me. Get up. I like your get up. You look nice.
You need to talk to your kids more.
Okay.
Because they'll tell you that shit wasn't hip.
Well, I'm learning. Also, apparently, what's not hip? Ankle socks. So
I told you that years ago, though. I can't believe you still
not
wear
ankle socks.
You still wear ankle socks?
Yeah, I still wear.
That's just nasty.
Yeah, I know. Jessica sent me a thing on Instagram that is like, it's official. Like if you wear ankle socks, you're old.
If you wear ankle socks out there, that's nasty work. We call that nasty work when you wear ankle socks. Like, who wears ankle socks? Hey, Britt, I think I seen you out there. You might have some ankle socks on. I don't remember, but I think you have a pair of ankle socks on right now.
I don't even own a tube sock.
If you do got ankle socks on, B, that is nasty work, big dog.
Okay, but also, I wore those socks when I was in junior high and high school.
No-show socks, nasty work. Like, don't even do that shit unless you're wearing like you trying to go with like the nose sock showing, ankle showing with the little dress clothes. But you can get away with that.
So I have to go get new socks today.
I bought you plenty of pair of socks. You have socks.
I need like the.
This coffee's good.
Yeah, it's really good.
I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well done. Mm-hmm. Okay, whatever. Socks is
an
issue.
We're going to be moving along. Now we're going to be giving on that same survey. They have like first date ideas. And I kind of like these first date ideas. There's a bunch of them. Okay. I'm going to pick a few that I like. Okay. The first one is on the first date, coffee shops.
Okay.
What do you think about that?
Yeah. Well, I love a coffee shop.
Yeah. But I think it's you get to know each other a little bit more there.
It's intimate.
Is coffee shop's intimate?
Yeah, versus a bar.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, it's a coffee shop because I just think also it's no pressure to have to buy an expensive date. I mean, a big dinner and all that. Just a coffee, $7 for her, $7 for me. We sit down, conversate for a little bit.
Which is wild that coffee costs $7.
It's expensive. But also at this coffee date, you can just figure out, hey, maybe I do want to take her on a date, or if I don't want to take her on a date, maybe I do want to spend $200 on her own dinner.
Right.
Just to give you that good fill out. It says an outdoor picnic. What do you think about that?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm all for a picnic. You never take me on them, but I am all for
You want me to
picnic.
take you on a picnic?
Yeah, but before it gets too hot in Texas, we need to go on a picnic.
Mm-hmm. It says a museum or art gallery.
Yeah, for sure. That way you don't have to talk if you don't need to.
But if it's a museum or art gallery, she has to, y'all both have to like art, right?
I feel like when you go to those, they're cool to see no matter. If I don't know anything about art, but I could go and enjoy it.
Okay.
And see the talent behind it. And
it says a walk in the park. I like that.
That sounds corny, but yes.
Whoa. You think that's corny?
No, you just said a walk in the park. It sounded corny, but yeah, that's fun.
How do you say it not sounding that way?
No, that there's
a walk in the park.
Would you like to go with me on a walk in a park?
Yeah, hey.
Yes.
You want to go for a walk in the park? I'll meet you at Zilker Park. I'll meet you at Zilker. Oh, you got a puppy? Oh, I got one too. Let's bring him to.
What happens if the dogs don't get along?
Then that's how it always goes.
Okay. I like a walk in the park.
Farmer's market or a food festival.
Absolutely.
I think that one's cool.
Yeah.
I think it is cool too. I don't know so much about live music or a concert because it's so loud.
You can't really talk.
Definitely not doing any talking. Mini golf or bowling.
Yeah. Those are fun and playful.
It says a bookstore or a library visit. That's quiet. I mean, I love books. I read like a motherfucker, but that's just a
I wouldn't want to go to a library on a first date.
I mean, it was yeah. Oh, I really like cooking class.
Yeah.
I feel like you get to really learn each other.
I keep trying to book us a cooking class, and then I'll forget, and then because
my boy O just went for one of their birthday. Him and the wife O and his wife went on to the cooking class at what is it called,
Surla Table. Here's the issue I have. I'm gonna be honest. I've almost booked it like 10 times, but I go to the website. I can't ever decide which class to take because they all sound so great.
I forgot what they had made, but it seemed like they had a great time. And
Italian,
it was fun.
You'll make your own pasta or steaks, or sometimes it's pastries where they'll make croissants. Like I know the menu. I cannot pick.
For sure. It says escape room.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Yeah. I think what did we do that one time? That what is it called? We put
The escape room.
No, we put the
like a virtual reality
virtual room with the guns and shit.
What
that was
is the
pretty
name
fun.
of that? That was in the Domain.
I forgot. Yeah, but there's a bunch of them around. But the one we went to was in the Domain. I think that would be pretty cool too.
You're not going to talk, but you'll have fun and something to talk about.
For sure,
like
for sure.
before
Afterwards,
and after.
competition, competing, blah
Yeah.
blah blah. It says art or pottery class.
Yeah. Another thing I've been wanting to do.
You
is a
always want me
pottery
to.
class.
You just want me to. You want to sit between my legs and us like
Yeah.
create a little clay thing together, right?
Absolutely.
Like we're on the movie fucking Ghost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I need all that.
That's one of your favorite movies, right?
I like it a lot.
Why do you like it a lot?
Well,
was-
okay, it's
you don't
not
even
a
like sad
favorite.
movies.
That's why it's not a favorite, is because it's a little too sad for me.
She
but it's
can't
a
even
great
watch
movie.
sad movies. It really gets on my nerves. Like, say if which color comes on? I don't know if y'all watch. Have y'all ever seen this movie before? What is it called? Still Magnolia. Like if that comes on, she instantly walks out the room. If I'm watching that shit, she'll walk out the room. I can't watch it. Like she can't watch anything that's sad, but can watch a murder mystery.
Yeah, those are.
People die.
Yeah, I told you I cried on the one I watched yesterday.
All right,
that one was
shit is
intense.
crazy, man.
But I like seeing how they figure it out, and it's always because somebody caves and says, "Okay, I did it."
Okay.
Half the time,
Comedy show.
90% of the time. Yeah, for sure. For a comedy show, those are fun. Those are always fun.
You think so? Mm-hmm. Okay. I'm just saying.
I worked at a comedy show.
I know, but
I mean,
was it a
I
bunch of
had
first dates
blast.
that you came across?
I have no idea and to talk to him like
Well,
that.
well, I'm typically you. So I do. So when I'm at the restaurants or whatever, and people get out the car, I already know if it's a first date or not.
Yeah.
I can tell the first
But
date.
that's because you're interacting. When I was working there, they were already sitting down for the show,
Yeah.
and the show was so I didn't really.
Yeah, I
interact
can
with
always
them.
tell when it's a first date.
Yeah.
It's pretty easy. I mean, for me, I can
I
just tell
don't
the
think there were a
awkwardness.
lot of first dates at a comedy show, but I think it would be fun.
Okay.
I'm always down for a comedy show.
Well, this is the point of the show where we jump into this quick commercial break. This what pays the bills. This commercial break is brought to you by Open Door Parking, the premier valet company in Austin, Texas. Like I've said before on the previous podcast, they do restaurants, hotels, they do private events, they do hospitals. They are the premier valet company in Austin, Texas. Definitely check them out. It is Open Door Parking. Do. Go ahead, hey, do it. Do what you do good.
I got nothing.
Okay, just making sure.
I got nothing.
Now we're back. And so that concludes like do's and don'ts on first dates and just some first date ideas that you could
I like them.
that you can have. Hey, so I got a quick question from before we get to the other viewer questions. This one came up earlier today.
Yeah.
And it's a question that I think a lot of people like want to know. And I want y'all feedback on it. How do you approach somebody at the gym?
You shouldn't.
Whoa. So I've asked a bunch of my people that go to the gym in my Instagram.
If I am at the gym, I don't know these new age women out here. Do not approach me while I'm at the gym.
No. So I've got a list. I've asked some women, asked some men. Is that am I saying that right for y'all? But I did, and that's a question that a lot of people want to know. Like, how do you approach somebody at the gym?
Don't.
Some of the girls were saying you have to read the room. Even James and Trey was like, you got to read the room, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, wait, listen, man.
I know James and Trey have both.
No. So James
Approach.
No. James was like, yo, I'm there to do work. Like, I don't even approach girls at the gym.
Ryan.
Blah, blah, blah. So and Trey was like, Trey said the same thing. And
Okay.
It's just, I mean,
Have you?
Have I approached a girl at the gym before?
Yeah.
I have. So
You would.
I don't have no problem with so like I get it. In the middle of a set, you definitely in the middle, like if they're like, I'm not in the middle of a set, but like if they just rack the weight, you walking over and trying to like shoot your shot, I don't think you should. But I do think that when people say I don't think that you should approach anybody at the gym, I think that they're totally wrong, because already off the back, y'all have something in common for sure. But you have different girls that or guys that go on there like influencers just to make videos and all that type of stuff. So maybe they're not, you know what I'm saying? Like that.
When you approach me, once I'm done and I'm getting a smoothie at the smoothie bar.
So that was another thing that somebody said, approach me either before, like when I walk into the gym, or when I'm about to leave. But I'm like, motherfucker ain't watching you to do your
Oh, y'all
she's about to
watching.
leave. Oh, she's
Oh,
just
they
walking in.
watching.
Like, nobody's doing all that. So I think that you should definitely, shoot your shot, dog. Or women. Like, if y'all feel like this person is attractive, like, shoot your shot. And it's hard for men to kind of shoot their shot at women in the gym because, like, looks are different. Like, that look is different. Like, okay, me and you're working out, I'm working out. We might hit eye contact, and then, we might look away, boom, boom. We might catch each other again, giving each other eye contact. But does that second eye contact mean it's okay to approach me? Or does that mean, like, you know what I'm saying? Because I could be looking at you like, damn, she putting in some work. I respect that. Or I can be looking like, damn, because you helped me get out the fucking machine. I want that machine next. So guys don't really know how that, you know what I'm saying, what those looks are.
I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. I don't have
This is my thing, fellas. If you see a girl in the gym, she's getting that work in. You see her putting in that work, and you think she's hot or whatever, and you don't know what that feeling is. If she's going to the water, taking a water break or something like that, man, give her a high five or something, man. Say, put that work in. I see you putting in that work, or just something, corny, like just funny, like, oh, I see you putting in that work, or just, walk by and say something about how good she's working out. Nothing about her looks, but just how you notice how hard she's working out in the gym. And you can kind of tell from her response if she's like, oh, thank you, blah, blah, and kind of wants to, continue the conversation a little bit, you got her. Or, you know what I'm saying, you got the potential.
Yeah.
But maybe not on the first interactions with the girl at the gym. You should be asking for a phone number. Maybe you should wait.
See you tomorrow.
No, just some different things like that. Like, do those type of things. Then maybe the next conversation, you should be like, hey, you want to catch a workout together? And then y'all catch a workout together. And then
Let me get your phone number.
Then that leads to a phone number, then going on a date. But when people say you shouldn't talk to...
I've also seen, I'm sorry, babe, but I've also seen a lot of girls who are working out put men on blast. Like maybe they have a social media following and they'll be working out and filming it, and then they put the guy on blast for shooting their shot. So I just feel like it's a really fine line on when. But I like the way you just said it.
Look for the phones. If they got their phone out recording, you probably shouldn't walk in the middle of the camera and try to shoot at them that way.
Right.
You should just read the room.
Yeah.
But also, I know
important.
that women typically, you'll know these women when they're in the gym and they on the time crunch and they just really get in there to get their work in, get up out that mug and get on out the way. Those you might not want to shoot your shot while they're working out because they really on the time crunch. They looking at their watch, they getting their times in, boom, 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 they getting in and out. So those maybe not. But I think that you should definitely be able to shoot your shot at someone in the gym.
Okay.
What do you think?
I already said what I thought.
I didn't hear you. I wasn't paying attention.
I said not for me.
You just want to get your work in. Have you ever seen a guy at the gym that you was like, man?
No, I don't think so. Not that I can recall.
So you never found anybody attractive in the gym that you...
Boring. I'm boring.
So let's say not the gym. Just in general, have you been out? Have you been out somewhere? Let me ask this question real quick. Have you ever been out somewhere with your girls when you were single, out with your girls or out with friends, and you thought to yourself, damn, I wish this guy would holler at me?
I'm sure, but I don't have one in mind that I'm like, oh, I remember this guy.
Do you ever, when you were dating, have you ever shot your shot at a guy?
No. Guys always would approach me.
So you never shot your shot?
I never did. But times have changed. Also, back then, this is a while ago, girls weren't shooting their shot like they are today.
Oh, they shooting their shots.
Oh, I know, but not
Whoa, why you say it like that?
Don't do this.
Why'd you say it like that?
I'm just saying, back in the day, you didn't have, the guys were approaching you.
Yeah, but
and
these
so
women
that's
right
what
now,
it was.
hey, and I respect you women. Shoot your motherfucking shot. I respect it. I respect when they shoot their shot, man. It's because it takes a lot, because then you can end up getting rejected. So that's the thing. The rejection is the thing. So shoot your shot for sure. Yeah. Like I said.
Just shoot your shot. Not at this one,
shoot
but
your
shoot
shot.
your shot. Okay, what else? What else you got?
I got, the next one is, all right. Oh, shit. This one is we're getting in these deep questions. It says, I'm getting married soon and I hate my in-laws. Any suggestions on how to deal with that and maintain a peace in the family?
Don't get married.
You say the
Why are you marrying someone that you hate their parents?
It happens all the time.
That you hate their, I don't think that happens all the time.
I don't want to say the word hate. I mean, she put hate, but I don't know if it's hate. Like I just hate them.
I think that is a grounds for just mess. That sounds really messy. If you're going into a marriage and you already hate your in-laws, these are people that are going to be in your lives forever.
That don't mean you have to like them.
You better make it work. They're going to be around your children. They're going to. I mean, that's messy.
That don't mean you have to like them. I think you can still get married. Wait. So me and you ain't got nothing. If we in love, what does the in-laws have to do with how our love?
I don't like your mom.
You're not gonna marry
that's
me?
disrespectful to you.
So you wouldn't marry
This
a
is your
person.
mom who you love. If I'm sitting here saying I hate your mom, that's weird. That's
let's take
crazy
hate out.
to
I don't
me.
like your mom.
Well,
Like
this
let's take
says
hate out. Okay. Well, she put hate, but let's.
I'm just saying, like, that's intense. Like, oh, we just butt heads a little bit, then you can work around it. But I think it's important if you're getting married and gonna have a family together that you have a smooth line of communication and likes there.
I think 50% of people that are married don't like their in-laws.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm not a stat
I
person.
think once
just
you've been
think they do.
married and stuff happens, like maybe, but like, I would always say try to make that relationship important and
For sure.
not. Does that mean y'all won't ever get into it? No.
What is your advice for this young lady, Jenny?
I said it at the beginning.
Don't
Either
get married?
fix it or don't get married. Yeah, like
my God.
fix it.
Sorry, folks.
Or
That's
what's your advice? Fix it. Figure out why you don't like her. Approach it. Be an adult and have communication and try to get over it. I love your son. I want to love you. Let's go sit down and hash this out.
You're so mature. God, you get on my nerves.
Just being an adult.
I don't know if that
know.
helped you out. I'm saying that I don't think that you have to like in-laws to be married to somebody that you're in love with and that you want to spend the rest of your life with.
I don't say that you have to. I'm saying it makes it difficult.
For sure, but I could go to. I mean, if I didn't like your mom or Eddie, I could still go to Abilene and chill and not have to talk to them.
And make things awkward.
So
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, not everybody wants to be around that.
yeah, I'm just saying I could. Me personally.
Okay.
Next one from the viewer. Oh, which one should I go with? Okay, I knew I'd do that one last. My boyfriend of 3 years just asked me, to marry him, and I'm madly in love with him. However, he has one kid that I don't like at all. How would you deal with this situation to ensure harmony in the family?
Again,
It's kind of like
don't get
why y'all
married.
not liking y'all damn? What's wrong with y'all people?
Love someone. Here's how I see it. If I'm in love with you and you have a child,
You gotta love everything about the. Go ahead, tell me.
you have a child. This
Yeah.
is your offspring.
Ooh.
Like, how do I not love this kid? Unless this is a disrespectful little
It's a bunch of asshole kids out there.
asshole kid.
Yeah.
But again, but that's a major problem.
You don't like the in-laws, and now this person don't like the kids?
Yeah,
What?
that's a problem.
Shit.
Like, that's a major problem to address before you get married to
So
somebody.
you think that she should, but they're madly in love. You think that she should
and
be like,
how
listen.
old is the kid?
Well, she didn't put all that. You think that it should
I
be
don't
like,
know how
yo,
old the kid is. Is the kid 18? I
Probably
mean,
not.
that makes a difference. Is
Probably
the kid
not.
3? Like, how do you not like a 3-year-old? I'm just saying, like, you're
some 3-year-olds are assholes.
not intentionally. They're just being
And bad.
3-year-olds. Yeah, but so I don't know. I feel like this is maybe like a teenager that she's dealing with, and that can get hard. But again, you're gonna have
Teenagers,
to.
I would think teenagers will be harder
It is gonna be hard
because of, you know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
a new woman coming,
I
that
think
type
this
of
is
stuff.
where you're going to have to talk to your fiance, boyfriend,
Well,
or whatever
he's
it's going to about to be, and tell him and express it, and then see if he can't do what we talked about in our last episode of laying the boundaries for you so that nothing is being crossed and everyone's being respected from the kid and from you, and then hopefully a relationship will develop and blossom into a flower.
Are you running for president? The fuck is going on? You're political over here, all correct and shit.
That's what I.
So that's your advice. She
Yeah.
is the love doctor, and she's giving all the good advice today.
Do.
Whoa.
Okay.
That's some hating going on. Like, stop that shit.
Let's move to the next one.
Last question of the day, folks. It is, I've been with my boyfriend for over a year and he has never made me have an orgasm. I sometimes fake it because I don't want to hurt his feelings. What should I do? Well, folks, that's the end of the show.
We are all out of time today.
We are. I mean, I've never had that problem.
That you know of. She's faking it. You could have had lots of faked ones.
I know when it's happening. What do you think this is?
Let's not get graphic
I'm
here.
the love doctor.
Okay.
I know when it's going down, and I know when it's not.
Okay. Okay. Faking it is intense. I'm sure that happens a lot, though. In fact, I had a friend who never had one.
Faking it, do you make all the noises to make like?
But how would you know if you've never had one?
No, she didn't say she's never had one.
Oh, okay.
She's never had one with him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Come on, Miss Political Correct.
Y'all need to sit down and have a discussion.
It's not no damn discussion. What are you talking about?
Yes, because it is. Because you need to figure out, like, is he not lasting long enough? Are y'all not doing the right positions? Like, something's got to get figured out.
I'm the sex doctor. Let me talk to y'all for a minute. Whatever I say, don't take it, however you want to take it. But
he's not really a doctor.
I'm not really a sex doctor. But let me tell you this. If he's not making you orgasm, you definitely, first of all, you need to know what makes you have an orgasm.
True.
If it's missionary, if it's riding, if it's from the back, whatever makes you have an orgasm, those are the positions you need to stick with. And you need to tell them, those are the positions that I like because I can have an orgasm. You need to tell his ass that. There's nothing wrong with talking during sex. Hey, keep pounding it right here. Keep doing it like this. Touch me this way. Stick it there. Put your finger in my butt. Whatever it takes to allow you to be able to get to that point, you should let him know. If he's not lasting long enough, it needs to be
Viagra.
No. Viagra don't need all that. If he's not lasting long enough, it needs to be a lot of oral sex going on.
Oh.
A lot of that going on. And then whenever you reach in that, if you're a person that can get stimulated that way.
Are you just coming up with this right now?
No, that's what I know.
Okay.
So,
God.
back to what I was saying. So a lot of, if he's not lasting long enough, it's got to be a lot of oral sex going on.
Okay.
To get you to where that point is, to where you feel like you're about to have an orgasm, and then he can, then stick it in so he can last a little bit longer in that spec for you to be able to have an orgasm. I think that a lot of women suffer from not having orgasms because there's no communication in the bedroom. And also, I think women have, I'm not speaking for all women, I also think that you have to be super comfortable. When you're super comfortable with that person, orgasms will be more easier.
Yeah. I did have a friend in college. She was with a guy for a long time, and she told me that she had never had an orgasm with him. And I was like, you've what? But she had trouble in general with everyone she was with. Mm-hmm. And so I think, and I don't know the science behind this, but I do think, and maybe it's being comfortable or whatever, some women can orgasm easier than others. And I don't know why. Mm-hmm. But that is something that I have come across, not just one, but several women who would have a hard time.
And some can have orgasms penetration wise, and some like it just, the other way.
So talk.
You think it's all about talk?
Talk it out.
And practice.
Practice and talk.
Practice and talk. But it's been a year.
And practice and talk.
Don't do that faking shit. Like, don't stop that shit.
Yeah,
like,
he needs to know that it's not working.
Listen, man, all that, especially if you hitting that, like, don't do them with that one. Like that's crazy. That's wild behavior.
And then you get up and you're like,
that's.
I wouldn't even want to do it anymore.
Yeah, man. You want to do what no more?
I wouldn't be excited about being intimate.
Is a year a long time to be with somebody and not have an orgasm?
Yeah. What do you mean? A month is a long time to be with someone and not have an orgasm. Right?
I have one all the time.
Exactly. So, how would you feel?
If what?
if you had sex all month long or whatever, and you've never ever,
I'm gonna get mine regardless.
what if you didn't? That's what I'm saying. So what do you mean is a year a long time? Hell yeah, it's a long time.
But women are different.
Not that different.
I'm just saying, y'all are.
Okay.
Because
Okay.
y'all can do it. Y'all can have your husbands, boyfriends come in, get a quickie real quick, and you not get off. And you know what I'm saying? They do.
Every once in a while.
Yeah,
but
I'm
for
just saying.
a year, no.
So it's all about communication.
Yeah.
So your advice for the people that hate the in-laws and hate
Talk.
the hate the in-laws and hate the
talk.
kid, you think they should talk
Or
and
not get married. Uh-huh.
Okay, in the sex one, you think they should talk. So all three you think they should talk. So all three is just communication.
Talk or don't get married, don't get engaged, and break up. Those are my solutions.
Well, you heard it here, folks. First on Coffee with Jenni and
You're
Dre,
welcome.
the love expert, love doctor.
Those are big problems.
Do's or don'ts. Keep sending in the questions, man. This is episode 7. This is Coffee with Jenni and Dre, man. One more time on that coffee, baby.
Yeehaw.
Shit.
This is at a little coffee shop off of South Congress. It's actually a hat shop. The hat shop off of South Congress.
For
Go
sure.
check it out.
Check it out.
Delicious.
We want to thank all our supporters. We want to thank all the people that tune in on Spotify, YouTube, Apple, IG, TikTok. Hey, man, we love the comments. Keep writing the motherfuckers,
Some of the
negative
comments.
or not. I don't even give a damn. Y'all can write all the negative comments y'all want. Y'all can talk about us all y'all want, good or bad. I don't care. Keep them coming. This is Coffee with Jenni and Dre. I'm Dre.
And I'm Jenni.
We holla.
Bye.